When most guys work out, they live in what I call a sagittalistic environment. 3 planes of motion, frontal, sagittal, transverse.
59 is the new 20. This is true for Pat McNamara, who proves age is just a number. He is aging gracefully and exceeding expectations of what's possible after 50. McNamara is no ordinary military veteran. He is an advocate for combat strength training. This unique training module is dedicated to hypertrophy, speed, power, and strength.
I don't do routine. I think routine is the playground of a dull mind. I want to mix it up. I want to trick the body. I want to recognize voids.
Every day has different exercises and methodologies. You can tell that this routine is paying off because he doesn't look his age. His tedious routines are no match for any known male in their late 50s. He works out daily, eats healthily, and encourages us all to do the same. In this video, you'll discover his step-by-step exercise routine, his commitment tricks, and so much more. While men his age want to take things slowly, he proves that life starts at 60. We're digging deep into his life to uncover his blueprint for eternal youth. Make sure to stay tuned till the end. His gym routine. Pat McNamara has always been a workout freak. He's never been afraid of spending long hours in the gym, but the truth is, he needs it in his life. McNamara was a talented soccer and lacrosse player. However, his skills were weak in the classroom. Growing up, he struggled with ADHD and a type of dyslexia. Instead of treating it with the usual medication, he worked it out as a form of therapy. He says his daily workout habit keeps him agile after several injuries, forced him out of sports. Fast forward to his adult years when he retained his passion for hoisting iron. He put the skills to good use by becoming a firefighter in New York. Unfortunately, he gained almost 20 pounds of unwanted weight and was unhappy with himself. He's now a full-blown gym rat and shares some of his training routines with the world.
Yeah. It's all about therapy, good for mental health more than anything.
Like many of us, his gym routine was significantly affected by the 2020 lockdown. The restrictions meant that gyms were closed until further notice. Instead of waiting months until they're open, he set up a fully equipped gym in his house. McNamara improvised with tires, sandbags, walls, trees, etc. This setup motivated him to work out more at home. So, why does he work out?
I love the concept of having a gym at home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially after the lockdowns and Corona.
These 4 principles guide McNamara's daily workout routine: self-preservation, longevity, saving his life, saving someone's life, and kicking someone's ass. His workout routine is centered around combat strength training, or CST. This is a system that retrofits the body so that it performs efficiently at maximum capacity. This routine introduces the body to power, strength, and agility in all planes of motion. It enhances the body's performance and tactical effectiveness through education, maintenance, and combat replicated movements. More importantly, CST follows a systematic and progressive format. The body becomes a battlefield multiplier as it gets used to these exercises. CST also improves muscular development, strength, speed, quickness, and functional flexibility. One of his favorite things to do in his home gym is the transverse plane and triphasic movement. He ties a band to something heavy and drags it slowly. He's a huge fan of triphasic movements. He says this routine handles your hip flexors, abs, and lower back.
You could feel so much stuff activating. Hip flexors, delts, abs, pecs.
Next on his routine is the flywheel training. This training is done using equipment containing a flywheel. Here, a person uses their force to accelerate and decelerate the flywheel. There is resistance in the pull and return movement. This allows the muscles to be stimulated. This exercise improves the tendons, muscles, and other connective tissues. After the flywheel, McNamara moves to work on his abs. He calls this routine an ab ripper. Here, he keeps his rear against the wall for balance while holding onto the rails and dragging it down. This equipment also works on his abdominal muscles. Another exciting part of his daily workout routine is the fighting stage. This section of his gym has an aqua bag filled with 120 pounds of water. He punches the bag as he'll do to the biblical Goliath. Punching is a good power movement. This exercise engages your entire body and is fun too. You don't need to go to extreme to achieve the desired result. One more thing, McNamara believes that everyone should incorporate throwing into their routine.
This is something I think that fit people should incorporate into their routine. Throwing. Yeah, I mean, I haven't been taught how to throw, you know, I've never been.
Although he was not taught to throw, or even done a lot of it, he thinks it is a good idea if you're above 50. Throwing releases a rate of force regardless of how you try to do it. You can try lung and toss, transverse, or overhead throws. Other exercises in his routine are Olympic lifts, punching his aqua bag, and balance training. How he got back in shape in his 50s. Did you know that Pat McNamara was sick for 2 years? He had polymyalgia, rheumatica, and his fitness level was down to 0.
How to get back into shape because I was sick for so long.
Yeah.
My fitness level went to crap because I was 2 years real sick with this disease, polymyalgia rheumatica.
After recovering, he wondered how he'd return to becoming his former self. He didn't want to have the fitness of a 59-year-old, but that of a young man in his 30s. That phase of his life was confusing and frustrating.
I don't want to be in good shape for a 59-year-old. I want to be in good shape for a 30-year-old.
Yeah.
But then, he found answers, which he summarized under 3 headings. Don't be a human garbage can. McNamara says your diet should be simple. In other words, eat real food. He's all about the right food, not just any food packed in a bag or box. Eating right protects you from unnecessary diseases and keeps you fit. McNamara is a fan of veggies. He has a garden where he plants many of them and stores them in the freezer. When he's not munching vegetables, he's eating whole foods. He cuts down on salt, coffee, and processed food. Let's not forget the #1 dietary supplement, water. Drink a glass of water every day to kickstart your day. It starts as a funny practice, but you become used to it over time. It's no news that the American food industry is crap. If this is true, you must be discriminatory in your eating. The old mantra, garbage in, garbage out, still stands. Don't expect to be in good shape by eating junk. And if you think you're young and still have time to eat junk, you're wrong. This could kill you slowly. McNamara says you should wake up, read, investigate, and research healthy ways to fuel your body. Break down your work week into phases. McNamara says you should consider speed and quickness.
Between power and speed of quickness, because power is rate of force production. How much, how fast.
Speed means being fast in a direction, while quickness is being fast in multiple directions. You must incorporate speed and quickness in your training regimen to ensure your body can rapidly move in various directions. You see, attacking a moving target, especially a well-coordinated person, is hard. As you age, your muscles become weaker and require more exercise. These exercises produce more power that becomes useful in your everyday life. However, he says you should not confuse strength training for bodybuilding because they differ. Muscle building is a byproduct of exercising, but not the goal. Strength training increases bone density and, if done correctly, can boost your flexibility and balance. The human body houses 650 muscles. Each one has its function. Muscular development helps to strengthen these connective tissues and increase bone density. Doing this reduces the risk of injury and the odds of developing osteoporosis later in life. No excuses. McNamara spent 22 years as a ground-pounding special ops soldier. While in the military, he had 4 reconstructive surgeries and 13 broken bones. Today, he is 59 and still kicking butts. You see, older adults have many excuses not to work out. Besides laziness, they say they don't have time. But hey, that's a flimsy excuse. McNamara's CST program targets people with too many excuses. The program follows a simple recipe. Under these guidelines, you're expected to train between 25 and 35 minutes, so you don't have to worry about spending long hours in the gym. Yes, the format is simple, but not easy. Everyone has different goals for working out. For some, it's as simple as cosmetic, but it is a requirement for others. If you put your excuses and get to work, you'll see results in no time. Pat McNamara is a role model to people of all ages. His commitment to pushing the limits shows you can achieve anything with hard work and perseverance. Whether you want to change your fitness regimen or find daily motivation, his journey is inspiring. What do you love most about his journey? Please tell us in the comments below. If this video was helpful, kindly hit the like and subscribe button for more valuable content.